Hello, and welcome to your general weekly reading for the week beginning April 30th, 2018. This week I'll be using the Mystic Fairy Tarot cards by Barbara Moore. And I'll also be intuiting some of the extra messages that come in from our guides and from the universe that tell us all about the wonderful goodies that we are to expect for the upcoming week. So how was last week for you? Take a few moments now to reflect on all of the things that may have transpired. To me, it kind of seems like a blur. It all kind of went really, really fast. I had a really hard time focusing. I don't know if that's just me because I have a whole lot going on right now, or if that was kind of the universal energies. There was a few people that I had talked to, actually, and there was a few of us who were feeling a bit scattered. So in whatever way that comes and manifests for you, that could have been the case. It's really important to anchor yourself in self-care, and however that is for you. Whether that is taking lots of baths, eating well, whatever it is, it's totally personal and it's totally up to you, but that is super important all the time, but especially in those times that you do feel a little frantic. So if last week wasn't that week for you, but maybe it's this week or the following week, whatever it is, just always come back to the basics. Come back to the practice of just being with yourself and taking care of yourself and whatever you need to make those uncomfortable situations or the weird, frustrating times and periods in your life go a lot easier because you have those nice tools. So this week, I'm seeing lots of navy blue. It's kind of dreamy looking. It's like they're showing me like I almost feel like it's a cartoon night sky. So navy blue, yellow. It feels very dreamy and very romantic. So this week could be a romantic week. It could also be a very sleepy week is kind of what I'm getting from it. Lots of dreams will be coming in, lots of messages through our dreams. And they use the word scattered. So it might be another bit of a scattered week. Scattered can come in many different forms. It could be you're feeling scattered, things physically are scattering. It can even be that you actually keep dropping stuff. Whatever this is for you, just be open to the messages and the lessons that come along with it. And again, serve yourself in whatever way you need to. There's also going to be some tough conversations. So you may have to have that conversation that you've been putting off for a really long time. But you have the help with you to get you through those conversations. Ask Archangel Gabriel. Set the intention that the conversation is going to go really well. Picture it, imagine it going super well, and the person and you just having a big old hug afterwards. However you need to do that, just set the intention or ask for assistance in whatever form you need to make your life a lot easier, because these conversations need to be had. Because what I'm seeing is my clients come to me and they have these huge blocks throughout their entire body because they're stemming from the throat and not being able to speak their truth. So when we're not speaking our minds, whether it's even if you can't have a conversation with the person, at least writing it down or talking about it with yourself, getting it out of your body, because when it sits there, it festers and it creates blocks in our throat. And on an energetic level, that's uncomfortable, but then it can become physical, and it can sometimes manifest as cold. Sometimes it literally feels like a lump in your throat. You know, when you're about to cry, you have that lump in your throat. It can also even manifest as a thyroid issue as well. So I'm telling you all of this because it's very important to always speak your truth. And sometimes you can't speak to the person, but at least you can speak your truth to a friend or to your journal or to yourself in the mirror, however you need to do that. And always try to communicate with love and try to see the other person through the eyes of compassion, because everybody's acting out of their wounds. Everybody is reacting out of their wounds. And people are just trying to get their needs met. So not everybody thinks of this world the same way that you do. So try not to be so offended by other people's perceptions. We talked about perceptions and deceptions last week. Was that last week? I think that was a few weeks ago. Anyways, April has just kind of all become one little lump. I can't believe that it's April 30th already. That's insane. I have no idea where this last month went. I feel like I haven't even been here. I feel like I'm not even on this planet right now. Everything's just happening around me. Okay, get into the cards. I'll stop yammering on. What are we to expect for the week beginning? April 30th. What's our theme? This is our theme. That's Monday, Tuesday. These are really sticky. And 2 cards for the weekend. Oh, and this one wants to come. All right, we have a big reading today. Oh my God. Okay, so we have Queen of Cups. So the theme of our week is Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is quite seductory actually in this image, but the Queen of Cups has been displayed in other tarot card decks as a very pregnant, beautiful woman. So we're talking about the cups, we're talking about our emotional body, our emotional lives, how we come into this world and how that affects our emotions. So the Queen of Cups is an emotional female. This could be you. This could be the energy that's influencing you this week, because this is a general reading. Again, we don't always know exactly how this will come into play, but just be open to how it comes in for you. This could also be a person entering in your life, a brand new person, or, a mother figure almost. If you have an emotional mother, she could be playing a big role in your week, this week. Regardless of who it is or how it comes in, pay attention to your emotions, because the emotions will be driving us this week. And not only the emotions, but the feminine, the divine feminine aspect of us as humans. So everybody has both masculine and feminine, male or female, it doesn't matter. So the feminine aspects are like intuition, our creativity you can think about the feminine aspect as bringing to the world. So bringing of service, bringing of love and nurturing, but it also can have negative effects on the flip side if those are not nurtured or balanced properly. So just be paying attention to yourself this week and how you're acting and how you're feeling, because I think you'll be driven by your emotions this week. And more on the feminine side of the emotions. So more about how you're actually feeling, how you're actually expressing your feelings, how you're bringing those feelings into the world, and how they're actually affecting you. If you have your monthly cycle this week, pay extra attention to that and make sure that you're serving yourself in whatever way you can, and just pay attention if your PMS is just crazy this week. It's probably the influence of this Queen of Cups that's coming in. So we have the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands talks about passions, our passionate world, our passionate body. And in this here, we've seen this as defeat in a way. So you've made a decision, you've been fighting for it, you have your back up against the wall. You're going to continue to keep on going, but you have to make a decision. You either have to admit defeat or just keep on fighting and risk losing it all again. Are there things that you are neglecting in your passionate life? Are there things in your passionate life that are just not working and you're trying to grip onto them? Are there things that you're giving up on that you shouldn't be? These are all questions that you should be asking yourself at the beginning of the week. Anything else with that? And just sit with the energy that's coming in. Just be open to receiving energy this week. Okay, we have a lot of minor arcana. We have the King of Swords next. So that is the pretty much opposite of the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Swords. So the King, obviously a masculine vibe. Could be you, could be someone else. And Swords talks about the mental body. So our brains, how our egos work, what we're thinking about. Balance, and these two cards are right beside each other like this, which is very interesting. The placement of the cards is always very relevant in tarot. So we're seeing this clash between the emotions and the mental body, and feminine and masculine. So it's balance. Find balance between both worlds. They both serve you in ways. We've talked in the past about bringing those polarities, and I think it was even last week, bringing those polarities into unison so that they can carry you forward to where you need to go. This is a different energy than the beginning of the week. It's like it kind of shifts. This is nice. This is heavy and kind of dreamy. This is more sharp, if it makes sense. So sit with the energies this week and see how they influence you and how they feel. Be careful not to be a jerk in the middle of the week. Sometimes this card comes up as a bit of an indication. This is somebody who's really strong-willed. This is like the entrepreneur type. Very, or I guess a successful CEO. So let's put it that way. So a really brilliant person who's very business-oriented, very matter-of-fact, no time for emotions, no time for games. This is how it is. This is what I need. Get it done. Whereas this is more emotional and more laid back. You even see it in her stance there. So this might be a clash within your life with someone else or a clash within your own self. You may feel like you need to lay back, but the energy in the middle of the week is kind of influencing you to go forward, and it might be a bit tricky to manage, but you can fully do it. And that's part of life, is to practice those challenging situations and bringing those things into balance, like I've said. Okay. So we have the Six of Wands. We have no major arcana so far, which means that we have all the power this week. So the Six of Wands, here we have, along with the Two of Cups. So you see here, they found a dragon egg and it's hatched, and now they're going to raise it. But we all know how that ends. That's the same dragon there. So perhaps you and your partner will be giving birth to something this week. You'll be fostering something and bringing that into the world, whether it's a project together, whether that is an actual child, but it'll be something that you're both passionate about, and it will be a result of love. This is only a message for a few people, that very subtle conflict is kind of a result, will kind of happen. I don't even know how to really put that. Just pay attention, I guess, for any people who are looking at you like that. Or if you're looking at your partner like that. Or if your partner's looking at you that way. Be careful not to take all the glory. Give some credit to other people. And be fair. Share the love around. It's new beginnings as well. This goes beyond just this reading, but I'm really feeling like everybody has a new beginning right now. Everybody is starting something amazing and going down a brand new path. And I think what it was that for so long we've been in this phase of heaviness and no movement. But now it's like something has shifted and we all have to catch up. So we're all going like 1,000 miles an hour. So I really do feel that we will be faced with some interesting challenges and some amazing opportunities. And you just have to practice getting used to those things and really connecting in with yourself and trusting in the process. So allowing things to unfold, allowing your emotions to feel like crap sometimes, allowing conflicts and disagreements to happen, but them to also bring you forward, and allowing for new rebirth or for birthing of amazing projects and things that make you great, and not allowing your mind to tell you that you shouldn't because it's not the right time. And also fostering new love, rekindling some romance, finding an amazing connection with someone, and allowing that to unfold and to bloom into something brand new. I think this is going to be really exciting I hope this lasts for a while. I really like forward movement. So I hope it lasts. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. That just popped out extra. It's just a little something, something for you guys. We've had the Wheel of Fortune quite a bit. I think that's the 3rd time in a row we've had it. So keep this in mind, that everything is all good. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You just need to steer your focus to where you actually want to go. What do you want to work on? You can't do everything all at once. You can have everything, but you need to focus on small bits at a time. Otherwise, you get overwhelmed and you might give up. So what is it today or in this part of your life that you really want to focus on first? And then move on to the next thing. Because you have all the options. You just have to spin the wheel and see where it lands. So be open. Anything else? So now this energy... this is a really weird energy on the weekend. I don't even know. There's lots of different energies within the week. So Monday, Tuesday, we have one thing. Wednesday, Thursday, we have another energy. And on the weekend, it's kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, but just, I'm actually really curious. So meditate this week if you can, or at least take 2 minutes on the train home from work or something like that, and just breathe in and just see what the energy feels like every day to see if you can feel any changes at all. Or if your thoughts change throughout the week or whatever. This was a really strange reading. I'll be the first to admit it. I know this was weird. I'm trusting that everything will get downloaded to you guys. Think you get the gist. Take care of yourselves, find balance within yourselves, and check in. What do you want? How are you feeling? How are you being affected right now in your life? As long as you're consciously living, you're asking yourself questions, not just blindly following, you will be okay. And these energies won't overtake you. They are just an extra little tool for you to utilize in your life. I hope that you all have a fantastic week filled with blessings and insights and love and new projects. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com. And you can come visit me at katiehunt.ca. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching and sharing and subscribing and all of those good things. Head on over to katiehunt.ca if you haven't already to subscribe to my website where you can receive special offers and weekly emails and all of those good things. Anything else, angels, before we close out? Remember that you are loved and that you are amazing, and nobody has their shit together. They just appear that they do. I hope you all have a fantastic week.